outstanding New Year's present.
Well, I got Granny to take a peace offering over to Miss Drysdale. I got Ellie to go along and see they don't scrap.
Good idea.
I am bound and determined we're going to start off the new year being friends, but... You having another breakfast?
No, sir. This is the same one I was eating when you left. Just run out of milk.
Oh, you put away victuals like they're going out of style.
Shucks, fella gets hungry spooning half the night.
Spooning half the night? You?
Well, not just me. There was a girl, too.
Good. Well, maybe you better tell me more about it.
You've been saying as how we got to start the new year friends with Mrs. Drysdale. So, I've been spooning with her maid.
How's that gonna make us friends with Miss Drysdale?
Well, I ain't sure that it is. But anything that much fun is worth trying.
I'll settle for that.
Boy, she sure is pretty. Kind of dumb, but awful pretty.
Kind of dumb, huh?
Yeah, like we was standing at the front door saying goodnight. Hugging, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, after we hugged a while, she says, Jethro, she says, there's a dandy big sofa in the front hall. Would you like to go in and sit down? And I says, no, thanks.
You says no?
No, thanks.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're polite about it.
Well, then we hugged some. Then we kissed some. And then she says, Jethro, she says, that's an awful nice sofa. You sure you wouldn't like to go in and sit down? I says, no, thanks. So then we went to hugging, kissing.
Jethro, why didn't you go in and sit on the sofa?
Heck, fire, Uncle Jeff. I wanted to stay out there with her.
Someday I gotta have a long talk with you.
What about?
Politics?
Oh, don't bother, Uncle Jed. I done decided to be a brain surgeon.
Too bad. Country's lost a great leader.
Oh, Miss Drysdale's in the hospital.
Doggone it, Granny promised me she wouldn't wallop her.
Well, Granny didn't wallop her. She's in the hospital for something else. Granny's finding out what.
Ellie Mae, why in the world are you wearing them raggedy old clothes?
Well, you said you didn't want me wearing them tight pants no more.
What you got against wearing dresses?
Well, they's awfully unhandy and climbing trees and chasing Johnny across Miss Drysdale's roof.
Who in the jumping blue blazes is Johnny, and what's he doing on Miss Drysdale's roof?
Quick, Jed! Mr. Donna Bear is after me!
Bear?
Chase me all the way from Miss Drysdale's!
Shame on you, Johnny.
Uh-oh, Ellie's been to the zoo again.
Ain't he cute? The critter doctor over to the zoo, letting me keep him till he's weaned.
Ellie Mae, you get him out of here.
Yeah, you ain't gonna wean him on me!
No, Johnny, you'll have to eat outside.
Well, Granny, did you find out why Miss Drysdale's in the hospital?
Bad case of nerves.
Oh, I wonder what brought that on.
I don't know. But I'm gonna whomp up my special nerve tonic and take it to her.
But have a heart. This room costs $75 a day.
Wait until you get the bill for the specialist who is flying out from New York.
Mom, but that's cruel.
Yes, I'm striking you at your one sensitive spot, your wallet.
Sweetie, the Clampetts aren't at all...
It is my New Year's resolution not to return home until you have rid the neighborhood of those untouchables. Come in.
Dr. Stuyvesant has arrived.
Good day. I got here as quickly as I could.
Oh, Doctor, what a shame you had to fly out from New York.
Well, actually, I didn't. I was vacationing when I got the call.
Oh, good.
I flew directly from the Riviera. And now let's have a look at our patient and see what we can do for those nerves.
All right, Ellie, have you got the dried beetles?
Yes, sir.
How about the bat wings and the spider legs?
Right here.
Fine. Now we can commence to start making Mrs. Drysdale's nerve-soothing tonic. I'll start with my rheumatism medicine first. That always gets things a-going. Well, it's pretty near New Year's. Ready? Set? Go! Platoon rope! Snake board! Dog bane! Coal oil! turpentine. Tongs. Stand back, child. I'm fixing to drop in my tonic starter.
How's your tonic coming, Granny?
Best batch I ever made. Has pretty near 4 feet of lid lift.
And Granny ain't even put in a dried beetle's bat wings nor spider legs.
Dog, is this ought to quieten Miss Drysdale's nerves?
How is she, Doctor? Nothing wrong, I hope?
Mr. Drysdale, your wife is as sound as a dollar.
Oh, no. That sick? I see. You mean she's all right. I'm a banker, aware of inflation and all that. I'll drive you to the airport, and we'll discuss your fee on the way. This has been a very bad year for bankers.
Mr. Drysdale, there is nothing wrong with your wife physically, but she is in a state of great emotional distress.
Well, aren't we all? Financial reverses, taxes, bad investments.
Her condition has nothing to do with money.
Well, then it can't be serious.
Your wife has a very definite psychoneurotic anxiety syndrome stemming from her conflict with your next-door neighbors. And I feel some cathartic discourse might be efficacious.
Boy, that sounds expensive.
Drysdale, your office is on the telephone. Dr. Stuyvesant, Mrs. Drysdale is calling for you.
All right, let her get it off her chest.
All right, get a move on, everybody. Time's a-wasting. Gotta get down to the hospital.
Hey, Uncle Jed! See what I picked? Ain't they pretty?
Sure are. I was uncommon thoughtful of you, Jethro. I'm right proud of you.
But thank you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take these next door and steal a kiss.
Hold on. Didn't you pick them for Miss Drysdale?
Heck no, these is for the maid.
You pick some more for the maid. You give those to Miss Drysdale.
All right, but I ain't gonna kiss her.
That's fair enough. Get on the subject.
I'm ready to go, Jed.
You got your tonic?
Right in here. Uh-oh.
Like a bottle of the Might Green.
I best put it back in the clock and let it work some more.
You best hurry.
You see, Pa? I told you dresses wasn't no good for climbing trees or chasing that bear across Miss Drysdale's roof.
Hey!
What was that?
Some tells me Granny didn't make it.
You're right, kid. I bottled it of Mike Green's, but I got plenty more aging in the clock.
While you women folks is doing what you have to, Jethro and I'll take a ride over to the hospital and talk to Miss Drysdale. You'll cheer her up considerable just to know help's on the way. Let her roll, Jethro.
You pushed your call button, Mrs. Drysdale?
I did, nurse.
Right away, Doctor.
And now then, Mrs. Drysdale, let's get back to that beautiful Clampett castle with the chickens and the hogs.
And the possums and the raccoons and that dreadful creature that runs across my roof at night, its claws clicking.
Oh? Well, what do you suppose that could be?
My husband doesn't believe me, but I think it's a bear.
A bear.
Yes. Oh, that's nothing. Their goat once ate my hat while driving down Wilshire Boulevard.
The goat was driving down Wilshire Boulevard?
No, Jethro. You see, they'd insisted on driving me to the bank, and Ellie thrust this baby goat in my arms.
And it ate your hat?
No, her mother ate my hat.
Ellie's mother?
No, the goat's mother. It was riding on the truck with me.
Truck?
Right through the middle of Beverly Hills.
Get
Ah, yes. Thank you, nurse. Here we are. You drink it right down. It'll calm your nerves.
Good.
And you're going to have a nice sleep. When you wake up, you'll have some new dreams to tell me.
But I haven't been telling you dreams.
Oh, of course you haven't.
Come with me and I'll show you a...
No, I don't think you're quite ready to leave the hospital.
Oh, nonsense. I'm only here so my husband will listen to me.
That's my job. I like listening to you. That's it. Now, I don't want to hear any more talk about leaving the hospital. We're your friends here. We're going to protect you from those millionaire savages who live in that gingerbread castle with the goats and bears and those other creatures. See that Mrs. Drysdale isn't disturbed, and let me have her chart, please.
We can get in this way, Uncle Jet.
Reckon we'll have to, the way they chased us off downstairs.
This is it, Uncle Jet. Mrs. Drysdale's name is right on the door.
Kind of gloomy in here.
Sure is.
Appears like Miss Drysdale's asleep.
Miss Drysdale, you asleep?
Get through. Find some place to put the flowers. I'll see if I can cheerful it up in here for when she wakes up. Nice view. I'll open the window.
Let's move her bed over there.
Good idea. Yeah, that's a ticket.
Hey, Uncle Jet, what do you reckon these buttons are for?
Leave them alone, Jethro. Let's go.
Should we go fetch Granny and Ellie now?
Yep, and a nerve tonic. We'll have Miss Drysdale out of this hospital in no time.
Now, we're not going to try and escape again, are we?
But I didn't escape.
I know, but you mustn't even try. It's dangerous to jump out a window, even if you have a nice, soft mattress to land on.
But I didn't jump out a window.
Well, then how did you get out there in those bushes?
I don't know. Unless the hillbillies did it.
Oh? Are they here now in the hospital?
Yes. I saw two of them leering at me. And the next thing I remember, I was flying through the air.
On your magic mattress?
No! Oh, I don't know. I just want to lie down.
Yes, of course.
The bed is ready, Doctor.
Oh, fine.
Here you are, Doctor.
Oh, thank you. This should keep her in her room for a while.
Handle it gentle, Jed.
I will.
Is it behaving?
Don't hear a peep out of it.
Does it take long to get to that hospital?
No, but it takes some doing to get to Mrs. Drysdale's room. You got to go up what they call a fire escape.
How come?
They won't let you pass the first floor.
Funny thing, too, when I said that we'd come to see Miss Drysdale, this woman said, Miss Drysdale ain't having no visitors. So I said, I reckon she's lonely. I'm glad we come.
And she still wouldn't let us in.
That's a fact. She made us feel about as welcome as a muddy dog at a church wedding.
Let's go.
What's that for?
Miss Drysdale, Granny says it's right soothing to have a critter to pet.
I had in mind a pussycat. That raccoon seems a mite skittish.
Oh, she'll be all right once she gets in bed with Miss Drysdale.
Hello, Jethro.
How's your skydiver? I don't think she'll jump any more today. I don't think she'll wake up any more today. Boy, is her husband a cheapskate. Look at these flowers he's there.
Way that woman downstairs mean-mouthed us was plumb disgraceful, and me a doctor, too.
Didn't even cut no mustard when I told her that I was pretty near a brain surgeon.
Yeah, and the way she cut loose on poor Helen got her all skittish.
She looked at us like we was a bunch of nuts.
I reckon in a hospital, you got to be careful to keep out the wrong kind of people.
So?
So she made a mistake.
Kind of dark in here.
They got it gloomed up again, Uncle Jet.
Well, we know how to fix that.
Somebody stole my flowers.
Now you see why they got to try to keep out the wrong kind of people.
I got your nerve medicine, Miss Drysdale. Make you sleep real good.
Appears like she's sleeping real good right now.
Wake her up, Ellie, so I can give her my medicine.
Don't make a whole heap of sense, Granny.
Who's the doctor around here, you or me?
Wake her up, Ellie.
Drysdale? Miss Drysdale?
Appears like she's sleeping too good to tonic.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, we can always come back later.
Granny, you gonna leave your medicine here?
Of course not. It takes a first-class doctor to give that. And you ain't likely to find one of them in a hospital.
Let's move her bed up alongside the window again, Jethro, so she'll have something cheerful to look at when she wakes up.
Well, I sure wish I knew what these here buttons were for.
Leave him alone, boy.
We gotta do everything we can to get her out of here.
We will, Granny.
Mrs. Drysdale, you promised you wouldn't jump out the window again.
I didn't.
Yes, you did, and I'm very upset with you.
So am I, Margaret. They're billing me for all those bushes you keep flattening.
Listen to me. The hillbillies are here
Again?
with a raccoon.
Oh, really, Margaret?
Now, don't you worry. There's something on the way that will make those nasty old hillbillies disappear.
Her bed is ready, Doctor.
Fine. I want restrainers on her this time.
Yes. Here you are, Doctor.
If she gets out after this, she really has got a magic mattress.
Miss Drysdale ought to be awake by now.
Yeah, let's get back to the hospital.
I declare, sleeping sounder than ever.
Jethro, quit playing with the buttons and come on.
Already? Wait a minute. It ain't fitting for no doctor to climb down a fire escape. I'm using the stairs.
Here. What are you doing on this floor?
We come to see Miss Drysdale.
Mrs. Drysdale's not allowed to have visitors.
Nor fresh air, nor sunshine neither. What kind of a hospital are you running here?
Now, Granny.
You must all leave immediately.
Don't you sash me, I'm a doctor.
Here now, Granny.
I have half a mind to take Miss Drysdale out of here.
Well, Granny, I reckon that'll learn you not to lose your temper.
Well, tarnation, Jed. Who'd have thought they'd take it out on poor, sick Miss Drysdale?
Well, they did. They chucked her right out the window into the bushes.
Looky, she's still sleeping.
Let's get her upstairs.
Maybe it all happened for the best, Jed. She'll get better a heap quicker here than she would at that hospital with them spiteful nurses.
I need you. I need you.
cheerful design. Chief, I'm having the whole office done in money green. A very restful color.
Chief, get a grip on yourself. Something terrible has happened.
The bank's been robbed.
Your wife.
My wife's been robbed.
No, it's worse than that.
The bank and my wife have been robbed.
Mr. Drysdale, it does not concern money.
Don't scare me like that.
Listen to me, please. Your wife has disappeared.
Oh, no, she hasn't. She's in the hospital for her nerves. You know, there's nothing wrong with her, really. She just went in to spite me. Said it was in protest against the Clampetts living next door. She even had a psychiatrist fly out from New York, charge me $200 a day, plus transportation.
Chief, your wife has disappeared from the hospital.
Well, she probably went home. And high time, too. That room is costing me $75 a day.
Mrs. Drysdale did not go home. No one knows where she is.
You serious?
Absolutely. Your wife is missing. She vanished from her hospital room, and her mattress with her.
Well, let's get over there.
Ellie, man, get that critter off of her. Is she still sleeping?
Sound us along.
Take her up to the bedroom next to mine. We'll have her well in no time.
How's it coming, Doctor?
Slow, slow. But then it don't pay to hurry when you're mixing medicine.
That's a fact. Well, Jethro has found you a dandy mud dauber's nest.
Oh.
Yeah, Granny, look at this. It's a 19-holer.
A 19-holer. There's a heap of curing in that rascal.
Granny, Miss Drysdale's commencing to wake up.
Well, it's about time. She's been sleeping ever since we fetched her home from the hospital.
You don't reckon she got the purple drowsies?
I won't know for sure until I examine her. Uh-oh. I'm putting her out of my all-purpose throat gargle, mouthwash, and germ killer.
I'll get you some more, Granny. Oh, where are you hiding it still now?
Oh, yeah. It's down in the bushes by the cement pond.
I'll draw you off about 4 fingers.
Now, let's see. I got everything I need to give Miss Drysdale a complete and thorough scientific medical examination. Buzzard foot, fever finder, dried newt skin, acidity bag, left hind shoe of a spavin mule. I'm ready.
Don't forget your mud dauber's nest.
I'll put that right next to my powdered batlings and dried beetles.
Gee, Granny, sure do make me want to be a doctor.
Could happen, Jethro. But generally speaking, I don't hold to the idea of men being doctors.
The Clampett house. Oh, it can't be. I went to the hospital to get away from them. Doctor! Nurse!
We's coming, honey. Oh, no. Rest easy, Miss Drysdale. Granny's here to doctor you.
What am I doing here? How did I get out of the hospital?
They throwed you out.
What? Right out the window, mattress and all.
We found you laying in the bushes, sound asleep.
Oh.
Uncle Jed and me hefted your mattress onto the truck and brung you home so Granny could take care of you.
You didn't even wake up.
Speaking of that mattress, Jethro, I reckon we'd ought to take it back to the hospital.
Granny's got it sunning in the yard.
Yeah, I'll put it on the truck and wait for you out front.
Here's your germ killer, Granny. How you feeling, Miss Drysdale?
I'm so confused. Please call my husband.
I've been trying to do that, but he ain't at home and he ain't at the bank, nor Miss Jane neither.
Could he be at the hospital?
Oh, I hope not. That's a terrible place.
Well, they's awful unfriendly.
Why, we had to climb up the fire escape to come and see you.
Jethro and me will have to get that mattress back in your room the same way. Well, take good care of her.
We will, Paul.
If only I weren't so groggy and sleepy.
I bet you them hospital doctors give her something, like they's always doing on television.
Don't you worry, honey. We ain't gonna let them squirrely TV quacks get you again. A real doctor's gonna be treating you now. Take this spavin mule sugar. Let me out of this madhouse! Oh, that poor poor woman thinks she's still back in that hospital.
As head of this hospital, I hold you responsible.
Calm down, Mr. Drysdale. I assure you we will solve the mystery of your wife's disappearance.
How can a 132-pound woman suddenly disappear? You need a lost and found department. What do you think you're doing?
Making deductions, Chief. I'm somewhat of an amateur detective.
Oh, baloney. If you want to do something, get my lawyer over here.
Can we discuss this in my office? Now, we're launching a full-scale investigation.
And I am launching a full-scale lawsuit. When do you doctors wear masks? $75 a day for this room, and my wife isn't even in it. Now, I want my money back.
Mr. Drysdale, your wife will be found and returned to you.
I didn't ask for that. I asked for my money back. Fine hospital you're running.
Well, you didn't help matters any when you dismissed your wife's specialist and sent him back to New York.
He was charging me $200 a day. She wasn't even sick.
Will you lower your voice?
I'll do that when you guys lower your rates.
Situation. Mrs. Drysdale was under sedation and therefore could not walk to the window. Supposition. She must have been carried on her mattress.
Oh, howdy, Miss Jane. Howdy, Miss Jane. We figured the hospital will be looking for Miss Drysdale mattress.
But how did you get it?
Well, we found it down yonder in the bushes and her on it sound asleep.
We figured the hospital folks threw her out the window.
So we fetched her home and Granny put her to bed.
She's at your house?
Safe and sound.
And getting treated a heap better than she did here.
Every time we come to visit her here, they had this room dark and gloomy.
Yeah, so the first thing we done was to open the window and move the bed up to it so she could see out when she woke up.
Yeah. Well, come on, boy. Granny needs us. Oh, tell Mr. Drysdale not to worry about his wife.
Hey, I never did find out what these here buttons were for.
Well, like I said before, boy, leave him alone. Come on. Bye, Miss Jane.
So that's what happened. Jethro pushed the control buttons. Of course, of course.
Well, naturally, I'm glad my wife is safe at the Clampetts, but I'm not swallowing that cock and bull story about her being launched out the window by Jethro. I'm suing this hospital for a bundle, and that's that.
Help me move the bed to the window and I'll demonstrate.
And I'll demonstrate that you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Miss Hathaway, I've just located the nurse who was on duty at the time of Mrs. Drysdale's disappearance.
So it raises the bed. So what?
And I'm sure we can...
Hey! Press the button to stop this thing! You see that, Jethro?
No, what?
They just chucked another one out the window.
No.
Yeah.
Boy, they's a mean bunch.
In fact, they are. You couldn't get me in that hospital for no amount of money. Miss Drysdale, where are you going?
I'm going back to the hospital.
Oh, now, you don't want to go back there. They is chucking folks out the window right and left.
What's going on? What's she doing out of bed?
I want to go back to the hospital.
The hospital!
I don't think she knows what she's seeing, Granny. I reckon that fall out the window shook a few jars off the shelf.
I was just on my way up to give her some nerve quietener. Open wide, Miss Drysdale. Fetch the poor thing back, Ted.
You better give her a double dose when I do. Her nerves is tighter than a high string on a $2 fiddle.
Look who was making a beeline for the back door.
Be down, you Neanderthal!
Well, I should tote her upstairs and lock her in?
No, hold her there. When she gets a spoonful of my nerve tonic, she'll be as quiet as a kitten.
I refuse to swallow one drop of your witch's brew.
Here, Ted. When she opens her mouth wide, spoon it in.
I have no intention of opening my mouth.
There you are. You can put her down now, Jethro.
Well, she'll run away.
No, she won't, Jethro. Granny's nerve tonic's got a mighty soothing effect.
Okay.
I'm going home and call the police and have you all put away.
See? I told you.
Don't worry, she won't run fur. Got her floating, Granny. Reckon this stuff's a mite strong for city folks?
Here's so. I better call her in before she goes over the wall. Come on back, Miss Drysdale. Come into Granny.
Hi, Granny. I'm Tinkerbell.
Doctor, it might be best if I went in alone to get Mrs. Drysdale.
Oh, any particular reason?
Several, none of which you would understand at this point.
Sorry, Bessie, but Granny says you can't be Miss Drysdale's nurse no more. You let her get away once. Oh, howdy there, Miss Jane. Somebody's with you?
Yes, but I'm afraid this little nurse is one of the things he might not understand. Where's Mrs. Drysdale?
Upstairs in the room next to Granny.
Where's Granny?
Oh, out back. Want me to go and fetch her?
Oh, no. I'll talk to her later.
M.D. Oh, howdy. Are you a doctor?
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's what M.D. meant. Mr. Doctor. And the snakes on that there stick. I'm gonna be a brain surgeon.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Where are you studying medicine?
In the kitchen, mostly. In the kitchen? Yeah, that's where Granny makes her medicine. She's the one I'm studying doctoring from.
Oh, yes. Your grandmother is a doctor.
Oh, greatest they is. You ought to see what she done for Mrs. Drysdale.
Well, just what did she do for Mrs. Drysdale?
Loosened to her nerves to where they was like a bunch of wet noodles. Hey, how would you like to meet Granny?
I would like that very much.
Well, she's out back. I'll go fetch her.
Come on now. That's it.
My name is Tinkerbell. I can fly.
Oh, boy.
Where are you taking Miss Drysdale?
Dr. Sanders is taking her back to the hospital.
Well, I best go fetch Granny. Granny! Granny!
That's the door.
Miss Hathaway, what is going...
Doctor, give me a hand and let's get out of here.
But I was about to meet a character named Granny here.
That's why we have to get out of here.
Hey, Granny!
Yeah? Granny, come quick!
Granny!
Granny!
Hey, Granny!
Granny!
I'm getting dizzy.
Hey, there's a doctor waiting out front to see you.
And Miss Jane says another doctor's taking Miss Drysdale back to the hospital.
We're overrun with alarmage. Yeah, them hospital doctors has got Miss Drysdale again.
That ain't all. They got Mrs. Drysdale, too.
No,
I just heard about it next door.
we gotta get down there and save them. Follow me.
Truck is up. Well, never mind. Come on, young'uns. We'll pick her up on the fly.
I still say it ain't fitting for a doctor of my standing to have to climb through the window like a snake thief.
Well, let's face it, Granny. This hospital's a mighty peculiar place. The quicker we get Mr. and Mrs. Drysdale out of it, the better.
Well, where do you reckon they are?
Well, come on, we'll find them.
Bingo! Miss Drysdale's in this one.
Well, likely Mr. Drysdale's in the next one.
Mikey, I'll take care of it. See you later, doctor.
Hi, Miss Jane.
What are you doing here?
We come to fetch Mr. and Miss Drysdale out of
Oh,
here.
you can't do that. They're under the care of Dr. Sanders.
They're under the care of Dr. Granny.
We'll be in trouble if you're so much as seen on this floor.
Miss Hathaway,
Oh.
who are these people? What are they doing here?
We's the Clampetts, ma'am.
We come to fetch the
Laundry. The laundry. Here, I'll show them where it is. Here we go. Thank you, nurse. Right inside. There we are. They're charity cases. Dr. Sanders is trying to help them out.
All right, all right. Oh, Miss Hathaway, I'm glad you're still here. That boss of yours is too much for me. He's leaving.
You're releasing him?
Releasing him? I'm throwing him out.
My doggies, I was afraid of that.
Now they fixed to throw poor Mr. Drysdale out.
And his wife will be right behind him. We didn't get here a minute too soon.
Gonna be mighty tricky getting him down that fire escape.
Well, you and Jethro can stand under the window, and Granny and me will drop him to you.
No more fire escape for me. I'm going out the front door like a brain surgeon had oughta.
Where did you get that?
There's a whole shelf of them over yonder.
Oh, I think you come up with a great idea.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
Never mind.
Miss Hathaway, come to the cashier's office with me. I want you to approve every item on that skinflint's bill. Oh, nurse, get that wheelchair ready for Mr. Drysdale. Come along, Miss Hathaway.
Well, couldn't we go later?
No, please. You know, I'll bet he would go all the way to Africa just to get free treatment from Schweitzer.
Now, wait a minute. Sanders promised no surgery. He said I could leave. Don't touch me!
Quieten down, Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah, it's us.
We's come to get you out.
Oh, you gave me a fright.
Your nerves on edge, is he?
I'll say they are.
Open wide.
What was that?
Nerve quietener. Get him in the wheelchair, Jed. Ellie and me will fetch Miss Drysdale. Like as not, she needs a booster by now.
I assure you there is no cause for concern, Doctor.
2 patients have been spirited out of my hospital. I call that cause for concern.
We're not sure the Clampetts did it, and besides, you were ready to release Mr. Drysdale.
Well, yes, but not into the custody of a witch doctor. Now, there is some medical hanky-panky going on at the Clampetts, and I intend to look into it.
It's nothing, you'll see. Oh, Granny practices a little mountain medicine, you know, harmless home remedies.
Well, if what she gave Mrs. Drysdale was a sample, she can be arrested as a pusher. Why, that stuff made our tranquilizers look like pep pills.
Sure, it was all perfectly legal and harmless. And besides, Granny confines her cures to her own family.
Oh, she does. Take a look at that.
Well, I wonder how that got there.
Well, I suggest we drive in and find out.
Jethro, let's get these contraptions back to the hospital.
Won't Granny need them for her hospital?
They don't belong to us. Neither does that outfit you're wearing.
Well, I like it. Makes me feel like a real doctor.
Bring the truck around, or we ain't keeping nothing that don't belong to us.
That sign out front must be a prank. You'll see, they're just simple, fun-loving hillbilly folk.
Oh, howdy, Miss Jane. Howdy, Doctor.
Well, that simple, fun-loving kid is studying brain surgery in the kitchen.
Oh, this here's Cousin Ellie.
And this is Cousin Bessie. She used to be a nurse.
A nurse? Oh, no. What ghastly experiments are they conducting in there?
Out of the way, Miss Jane. The Drysdales is loose again. Come on, young'uns, inside and help Granny and me catch him.
No, I just don't believe it. They've gone way beyond my medical knowledge. I just hope the AMA can handle this.
Never mind the net, Granny. The Drysdale's is floating back. And I'm Peter Pan.
Amy said, "Oh, so it goes."
Yo, this a dash or race out of this maze. Feet on the pavement, hearts ablaze. Got my mind on the exit, no time to phase. Escape the routine, these endless days. Chasing freedom like it's just a breath away. Dodging shadows in the alleyways. Life's a game and I ain't here to play. I'm sprinting for the sunrise, out of the gray. Run, run, gotta get out, gotta find my route. The city's a trap, but that there's no doubt. Run, run to the end till I shout. I'm free at last.
Granny? And you better let the youngins do that high work?
What for?
Well, you might could take a nasty fall.
You saying I'm too old to climb a ladder?
No, no.
Too feeble and shaky to do a little housework?
Not a bit.
You saying I'm over the hill?
Of course not.
Heading for the boneyard?
Never mind, Granny. Forget it. I'm sorry I brought it up.
What do you think I am? One of them senior citizens?
Get rid of the step ladder in the hole. Okay. Hurry on, Uncle Jed. Hang on, Granny. Here's your ladder.
Why'd you snatch it out from under me like that?
Jethro done it, Granny. I'm sure he didn't aim to it.
Heck, fire, Jethro. I was just cleaning your room like Granny told me. I wasn't going to bother with your old pictures.
What's got into that boy? Have you noticed how he's been acting here lately?
For all the world, like somebody borrowed his brains.
What you reckon it is?
Well, generally speaking, when a boy Jethro's age gets to carrying on like a heifer in a hailstorm, you can just about plant corn on there being a girl behind it.
You ought to see Jethro's room. You can't even find the wallpaper for that girl's pictures.
You put the buckeye square on the bee sting, Jed.
You know who she is, Ellie?
Well, her name is Kitty Devine. She's one of them what you call movie starlets.
Uh-oh. Jethro might be picking up more than he can tote.
You've been saying you ought to have a long talk with that boy. I reckon now is the time.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, might as well get to it. Where are you going?
I'm going along and listen.
Ellie, this is going to be a man-to-man talk, facts of life stuff. Could be a mite salty for a young girl.
Yeah. Ellie, you stay here.
Thank you, Granny. Where are you going?
I ain't too young to listen.
Granny, you've done forgot more than I'm likely to say.
I know. I'm hoping it'll help me to remember.
You stay here. I'm going to have a hard enough time as it is.
My beloved sweetheart.
Stay out of here.
It's me, boy.
Oh. Well, come on in, Uncle Jed. That's my sweetie.
She sure is pretty. I hope she's a nice, sweet girl.
Oh, she is, Uncle Jed. She's the girl of my dream. My one and only lover lamb. My true sweetheart.
Looks like there's a piece of somebody missing here.
Oh, that was some guy. I tore him off. I am crazy mad in love with that girl.
Sure it's a real thing?
Oh, yes, sir. We're going to get married.
Married?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be Mr. Divine.
Sit down, boy. So, you've been seeing a lot of this girl, have you?
Have I? From 7:30 last night till 3 o'clock this morning.
And, what was going on all this time?
Doggone, just hugging and kissing and carrying on you ever did see. Well, I thought my bag of popcorn was going to catch on fire.
You was eating popcorn?
I was hungry. Heck, fire sat through the movie 6 times.
Well, have you seen much of this girl in person?
I meet her every day at the front gate of the studio. Rain or shine. Oh, I got to get going right now. She'll be looking for me.
Well, why don't you fetch her home so we could all meet her?
I'll ask her.
Kitty, baby! You want to see me, Kitty?
You bet I do. So help me, Jerry. If I have to make one more of these teenage surf operas, I'm getting a new agent.
Baby!
No, I mean it. I have done so many beach scenes, I have to vacuum my hair at night to get the sand out. No, sweetie me. I want a part where I can play a woman. A part that can make me a star.
But Mr. Chapman thinks you're too young.
Go over his head. Talk to that oil millionaire who owns the studio, Wab.
Clampett? He doesn't have offices here. I don't know where to find him.
You find him, Buster, or find yourself another actress.
Okay. Why'd you get a vicious dog?
Protection. Oh, every time I drive through the gate, this big goofy kid is waiting for me.
Oh, have the guard chase him away.
He could break the garden, too. This kid is King Kong in clothes.
Probably just wants your autograph.
You think so, huh? Get a load of this note he tossed in my car yesterday. Dear sweetie, let's get married. I have done graduate at 6th grade and am ready to be a brain surgeon. If you marry me, I will operate on you free. Love, Jethro, Bodine. Any comment?
Yeah. I'd get 2 dogs.
Are you back again? When are you going to stop hanging around here?
As soon as my sweetie marries me.
Look, kid, you want me to call the police?
Well, shucks, no. I don't want to force her into it.
Now, you better not stand over there and poke your hand in the car today. You'll draw back a stub.
Well, what you mean?
She's got a 4-footed meat grinder riding shotgun.
Oh, yonder she comes. Hey, I'd even be closer to her over on this side. Howdy, darling. It's me, your sweetheart. Will you marry me?
Get lost!
Oh, boy, when she looks at me, I can feel it clean down in my toes.
No wonder. She ran over your foot.
Hot dog! I'll never shout at you again! Good morning, Mr. Gart. Hope my sweetie ain't drove in yet. Good morning, sweetheart. It's me, Jethro. I love you. Do you love me? She does. Now she's giving me flowers. Hey, wait!
What are you doing?
Let's get married.
Listen, you creep, get lost. Below, get out of my life and stay out. I never want to see you again. man.
Does that mean you don't want to get married?
Second, Brutus.
Jethro, unlock this door. I want to talk to you. Come on now, stop acting foolish.
Get a rise out of him yet?
Maybe we had ought to bust down the door.
I got Ellie shinnying up the tree beside his window. She'll climb through and...
What's that, kid?
My last will and testament. I'm killing myself.
When?
Right now.
How are you doing it?
I'm starving to death.
Starving to death?
Yes, ma'am. I ain't had no victuals all day. Another few minutes and I'll be dead.
Jethro, get up off there and stop talking foolish.
No, thank you, Uncle Jed. I don't want to live without Kitty. Besides, I've done will my brain to science.
Well, you might as well. You sure ain't using it.
Gee whiz, headfire! I asked her to marry me, and she turned me down and sicked her dog on me. What else is there to do except to kill myself?
Well, if you really love the girl, you could try again.
Sure, we'd help you.
You will?
Of course. I'll whomp you up a love charm.
I'll give you some hints on courting. Even let you wear my courting derby.
You hot dog!
Is there anything I can do for you, Jethro?
Yeah, you can give me some hints on how to handle mean dogs. And the loan of a pair of pants. Howdy. Oh, it's me. I come to court my sweetie and take her home to meet my family.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
No, sirree. This here's my Uncle Jed's courting outfit. Granny want me up a love charm. That there Miss Kit Devine and me is as good as married right now.
Kitty, get back into your bathing suit and on that soundstage, quick.
You don't listen good, Jerry. I told you to talk.
Baby, you're through telling anybody anything. I got some bad news for you.
What?
You know that big goofy kid who's been waiting for you at the gate?
Yeah?
You ran over his foot, threw flowers in his face, sicked your dog on him?
Yeah, what about
His
it?
uncle owns a studio.
Clampetts?
Now, I've managed to smooth things over with the director, but you've got just 3 minutes to hit that beach.
Miss Devine, Miss Devine, Miss Devine.
She's in a big hurry,
I just
Chet.
want to tell about that kid at the gate.
I just heard about it.
Do you want us to call the police and have him taken away?
Taken away?
You mean he's back?
Yeah, in his Uncle Jed's courting clothes. He wants to take you home to meet his family.
Kitty? Kitty! Kitty! Kitty!
Look, we don't want any trouble around here. Why don't you be a nice boy and go home?
Oh, I will. Quick as my sweetie gets here. And she's coming with me.
Kid, face it. She can't stand the sight of you.
Oh, that was before I had my love charm. Oh, excuse me. Yonder she comes. I got to be ready. Howdy, sweetie.
Hello, darling. Angel boy.
I love you.
I adore and worship you.
See what I mean?
Oh, come on, sweetheart. Let's go home and meet your family.
Hey, kid! How do I get one of those love charms?
Well, darling, this is it.
Hey, kid. Oh, I mean, sweetheart. This is quite a place you've got here.
Oh, it ain't mine. It belongs to my Uncle Jed.
Is he the one who owns the studio?
Well, yeah. But how did you know about that?
Oh, just a wild guess. Sweetheart.
Well, and who might this young lady be?
She's Miss Kitty Devine. The girl that called me a creep, run over my foot and sicked her dog on me. My sweetheart.
Oh, well, howdy, ma'am.
Hi.
Oh, this here's my Uncle Jed.
You are?
Yes, ma'am. Jed Clampett.
Oh!
Well, I'm mighty glad to see you and Jethro hit it off so fine. The boy is surpassing fond of you, and I know that you must feel the same way about him. Oh, Jethro, I'm sorry you didn't tell me that Miss Devine worked in my studio. I might have brought you together a lot quicker.
Well, I didn't want her to fall for me just because you own the studio and had lots of money. Now, I know she loves me for myself. Ain't that right, darling? Darling? Hey, sugar.
What?
I was saying, you love me for myself, ain't that right?
Oh, sure, kid. Oh, sweetheart.
Well, this must be Jethro's intended.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sweetie, this here's my granny and my cousin Ellie Mae. This here's Miss Kitty Devine.
How's that? Howdy.
Pleased to meet you.
Same here. Are you and Jethro going to get married?
Well, you betcha we are.
So this is the girl you're aiming to tote over the door sill.
Is that what you do when you get married?
Yep.
Yeah! Now we's married.
I reckon I hadn't better put off that long talk no longer.
Now, wait a minute. You bit me when I got in. Now, at least, let me get out. No, look. I'm just a skinny agent. Now, let me go, and when we get back to the studio, I'll get you a nice, fat producer. Nice. I'll make you a deal. Let me out, and I'll put you in pictures. You could be very big. You got more teeth than Kirk Douglas.
This your dog, mister?
Look out, he's a man-eater.
Well, I ain't no lion.
Hey, you ain't at that. Who are you?
Ellie Mae Clampett.
Clampett. Is J.D. Clampett by any chance?
Why, he's my pal.
Well.
I'm sorry, Uncle Jed, but I am so doggone hungry I wasn't hearing a word of your man-to-man talk.
I kind of figured that.
I am starving. It is the shank of the day, and I ain't even had breakfast yet.
I understand.
If I don't eat right now, I'm going to drop down dead right here on the floor.
Now, calm down, boy. You can eat whilst I'm talking to you.
Thank you.
I reckon I'd best commence at the beginning again. Jethro? Love and marriage. Love and marriage can be the most beautiful. Jethro.
Huh?
Look at me, boy.
Oh, yes, sir.
Love and marriage can be the most beautiful thing in this life, especially if it's true love with the right girl. Now, true love. Now, true love is more than just liking a pretty face. The girl has got to have beauty of soul, and the girl has got to have beauty of soul and spirit. And Jethro, could you stop chomping on them flakes for just a minute? Yes, sir. Thank you. So, you got to listen to your head as well as to your heart. Oh, your heart is probably singing sweet, tender love songs.
Want a bite?
Oh, thank you. I'll talk to you later.
What'd you say?
I say I'll wait till you're done eating to do my talking.
Oh, don't bother me.
I noticed that. I'll wait for you outside.
Oh, I'll be out as quick as I finish breakfast, lunch, and a snack.
Now I'm going to learn you a few things, like how to sling chitlins and... Jethro, I thought you was upstairs with your Uncle Jed.
I was, Granny, but I got hungry. Uncle Jed's waiting outside. Hey, sit down, sweetie, and have some victuals.
Howdy, Miss Kitty. Jethro's right yonder in the kitchen there.
Yes, I know. But I'd like to join you. May I?
Well, you bet you can. Sit right down here. Fond of whittling, are you?
Well, what I'd like to do is talk.
Well, talking and whittling goes good together.
Okay. You whittle, and I'll talk.
Well, I think I'll fetch another knife.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, the people at your studio don't seem to think I'm a woman.
What dickens you say?
Maybe I could convince you.
Well, I believe you.
How about it, Ellie Mae? Would you like to be in movies?
Well, I do like the notion of working with all them swimming critters.
With what?
Oh, them seals and porpoises and fish you was talking about.
Oh, yeah, and the surfer pictures. And you'll also be working with Dash, Rip Rock, Bolt Upright, and my new discovery, Crunch Hardtack.
What kind of critters is they?
They's handsome movie actor critters.
Yonder comes my pa. I'll ask him, can I do it? Pa, can I be in movies over to your studio?
Sure, Ellie Mae.
Well, they's in a hurry. Do I have to put on a dress?
Oh, them Hollywood fellas don't know women when they see them, nohow.
Mr. Clampett, wait!
I believe you, I believe you.
What in the blue, Nick?